Hello guys, today we're going to look into how to configure Remix with Tailwind. While we are at it, we will also add PostCSS and Autoprefixer for older browsers. So stick around, and by the end of this video you will be able to create a responsive hero section like this. Tailwind is a utility-first framework packed with classes that can be composed to build any design directly in your markup. Remix.js has example with a Tailwind CSS, but it is outdated and uses Remix 1.0. Remix tags such as Blues or Indie include Tailwind CSS. However, you may not want to use the quote-unquote big stack if your Remix app is small. So we will look at how to install Tailwind CSS in Remix framework from scratch. In your terminal, run npx create remix at latest, and we can call it remix tailwind. Just answer yes to everything, and let's wait till it installs. Let's go ahead and cd into remix tailwind, and we will run npm run dev. And if we go to localhost 3000 in the browser, we can see that we have a typical Remix starter page. Let's go back to the terminal, cancel out, and we're gonna install Tailwind CSS, PostCSS, and Autoprefixer as dev dependencies. And let's go ahead and run the following command: npx tailwind css init-ts. And this creates a Tailwind configuration file for this. Now let's go ahead and open the project in the VS Code. Alright, we're in the VS Code, and let's go to tailwind.config.ts file and add a content. So the content will be basically the app folder and JS, JSX, TS, and TSX files. The next thing we're going to do is create a new file called postcss.config.cgs in the root of the project. And we'll put the following code in there: module.exports, plugins, Tailwind CSS, and Autoprefixer. Let's go ahead and save that. Next, let's create tailwind.css file in the app directory. And we're going to put Tailwind base, components, and utilities in that file. Finally, let's go to root.tsx file in app directory, and we're going to be importing style sheet from Tailwind CSS. And let's go ahead and use it in the links function. So the Tailwind is set up. Let's test it. Let's go to index.ts file, and instead of the style in the first div, we can put class name equals bg blue 300. And as you can see, you got this nice blue swatch right here. If you don't get that swatch, go to your extensions and make sure you have Tailwind CSS IntelliSense installed in your VS Code. Let's go ahead and save the file and do npm run dev. Let's go back to the browser, and as you can see, the styles got reset and we have a light blue background. Now let's go ahead and create a nice hero section with a Tailwind CSS. Let's go back to the VS Code, cancel out. Let's make the window a little bigger, and we want to install at headless UI React and heroicons React. So hit enter. Now let's go to tailwindui.com. I'm gonna go browse components, and we're gonna look at hero sections. And right here, the first one, let's go ahead and select React and copy this template. Now we're gonna head back in the VS Code, copy this export function right here, delete it, and instead we're gonna paste this template. Now we're gonna move the imports around. We're going to cut them and put them on top right here. And we're also going to be replacing a href with a link to, right? And it's going to go ahead and replace it everywhere in the code where you see it. And you also want to make sure that you import link from remix run react. All right, let's save it and go ahead and npm run dev. And let's switch back to the browser. And as you can see, we have a nice hero section at a localhost 3000. We can click inspect and put it as a mobile view. And you can see we have a nice responsive design here. If you would like to learn more about Remix configuration, please check out our video on how to configure Remix with MySQL. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.